Welcome to East Alabama Today, featuring topics, events, and interesting people from all over East Alabama. Hosted by Carl Brady. Now, let's get right to the show. Here's Carl Brady.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into East Alabama Today. I'm Carl Brady. Thanks for joining us on the program. We're out on location again. We are in downtown Gadsden at the Downtown Civic Center. Now, most of you will remember that the Downtown Civic Center used to be the Gadsden Senior Activity Center, but they changed the name of it recently. It's the Downtown Civic Center. We're here to talk about Smoke on the Falls, the Noccalula Barbecue Festival. We'll get to that in just a moment. A quick reminder, though, if you have something that you'd like to see on our show, or if you have an idea for the program, we'd love to hear from you. All we need you to do is give us an email. Send us an email to cbrady@tv24.tv. That's the best way to get in touch with me, to let me know what's going on in your community and in your neck of the woods. You guys know more about what's going on than I do, so let me know about the special events and the things that are happening in your neighborhood. Again, that email address is cbrady@tv24.tv. And remember, if you want to go back online and see any past shows of East Alabama Today, it's very easy to do. Just go on our website, tv24.tv. Go to the on-demand section and look for East Alabama Today. Click on that link and you can find an entire archive of East Alabama Today shows that you can watch at your convenience on your computer, on your phone, on your tablet, however you want to do it. So check that out when you get the opportunity. We'll be back in just a moment to talk barbecue. Smoke on the Falls Barbecue Festival coming up.
Smoke on the Falls is back at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground in Gadsden. Certified by the Kansas City Barbecue Society, Smoke on the Falls features professional and backyard barbecuers competing for more than $14,000 in cash and prizes. The fun kicks off on Friday, April 13th with the Dean Sausage Cook-Off and the public meet and greet with the Pitmasters. Then on Saturday the 14th, gates open at 10 a.m. with local food and craft vendors, the Popeyes Chicken Biscuit Eating Contest, the Jack's Kid Zone, musical entertainment, and more. The 9th annual Smoke on the Falls Barbecue Competition at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground in Gadsden.
Well, hello again and welcome back into East Alabama Today. I'm Carl Brady, and as I said earlier, we are on location at the Downtown Civic Center on Broad Street in downtown Gadsden. My guest today is Janet Terrence from the Gadsden Parks and Recreation Department. Janet, great to be with you again as always.
Always. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Lots of interesting, fun things going on in the city of Gadsden with the Parks and Recreation Department, but we're here today to talk about one of everybody's favorite events. It's definitely the best smelling event in Gadsden. It is the 9th annual, right? Smoke on the Falls, Smoke on the Falls Noccalula Barbecue Festival. I can't believe it's the 9th annual already. This is crazy.
I know. It makes me hungry every time I think about it.
Absolutely. Well, once again, you guys are bringing in professional barbecue cooks and backyard barbecue cooks, people coming from all over the Southeast and parts of the country to compete in this competition. Kansas City Barbecue Society sanctions this event, so it gets the word about it gets out all over the country, and you have some of the biggest names in barbecue cook-offs that always come and participate.
Yes, some of the biggest names and some of the most interesting names, to say the least. We have had an overwhelming response. We have got 65 teams, 40 professional teams.
Wow.
So we are so excited about the upcoming event. Of course, it is April the 13th and 14th. So we are looking forward to it, and it's going to be at beautiful Noccalula Falls, of course.
Oh yeah, on the campground side, where it's been held for the last few years, and nice setting there because you got lots of trees and lots of shade if it's a sunny, warm day, and just a great place for an event like this.
Yes, and it's such a great event to kick off, really and truly, what I consider the true kickoff to spring.
Yeah.
And nothing better than, like you said, to come up there at Noccalula Falls and smell the excitement in the air.
Right.
And all the its yumminess.
60-something teams cooking barbecue and smoking meat and things like that. It's just all over the park up there.
Yes, definitely.
Talk a little bit about the groups that are coming in, these teams that are coming in, and where some of them are from.
Oh, yeah, we've got North Dakota, South Dakota, of course, our surrounding Mississippi, Louisiana, of course, Alabama, Georgia, We've got one from Wisconsin. I think was one of our new states that we have, but they come from all over. And not only do the teams come from all over, when you talk about your Kansas City Barbecue Society and the reps and the judges that we have to get,
right?
They're from all over too. We've got one from Canada coming.
Wow.
We've got some from California. So the judges are coming from all over. The reps are coming from certain places, and then we've got the teams coming from all over. I mean, it's going to be a great weekend. The town's going to be full of people from different areas to see beautiful Noccalula Falls. So
one of the things that really draws these competitors is the fact that there's $14,000 in cash and prizes available.
I mean, just a little pocket change.
Yeah, so that's an important thing too. You guys have been able to draw these big names because you've been able to offer great prizes.
Yeah, they love to be competitive. It's like I tell some people, they're like, well, we don't really understand. I'm like, Alabama-Auburn football. Do you understand that? That's what it's like on the day on Saturday when these people are preparing their food and they're getting the best looking pieces of meat to turn in, and the timing of the turn in and all the excitement that goes into it, because really and truly, unless you really have been to one of the barbecue festivals and you understand everything that goes on behind the scenes, you just kind of think, I'm just coming to eat, and that's really not the case.
Right.
These people are there. I mean, it's like football.
It's interesting to watch this competition because they do take it so seriously. And now the people who are participating, they're friendly and they're fun.
Yeah.
They love for you to come up to the area where they're cooking and talk and get advice. But once it starts getting down to close to time to turn in their meat, they do get a little more intense. They have to pick just the perfect cut. They have to display it in a way that they hope that the judges will enjoy and help with their score. And then they have to get it to the turn-in point at the right time. So if they're on the way to their turn-in point, don't get in their way.
Exactly.
They're on a deadline. If they miss the deadline, they miss the competition.
You're right. When we have our cooks meeting on Friday night, the first thing that the representatives will say when they first start the meeting is, okay, everyone either get out your phone or look at your watch. This is what my watch says, and this is what we go by. So, if the reps say their clock says 5:30, buddy, you better set your clock or your phone, whatever it is that you're using for your timing, the same as theirs. Because when you have to turn in your chicken, say at noon, if it's 12:01, you're disqualified. So it's all about a timing thing,
What are they going to be cooking this year?
Okay. So our professionals, you and I could be a professional if we wanted to, but we've got to know how to cook, obviously, more meat than a backyard. So our professionals, they're going to cook chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. So that's a pretty good bit of meat. I wouldn't know how to cook brisket, to be honest. So, and if you're just a backyard, what we consider kind of our amateur division, you're going to cook the chicken and ribs. So, you have to know how to prepare and marinate, and a couple little skills you got to have for that.
Right, you got to get it just right, and everybody's got their own style, their own flavor. There are lots of different styles and flavors of barbecue. They do it differently out west than they do it in the south. Memphis does it differently than Birmingham does it. Those kind of things. Are the judges looking for a particular flavor, or are they just looking for the best of the best?
They have a sheet they go by, and it's about appearance and the taste, and how when they cut it, how it looks, and or how easy it is to cut into, and I mean there's a whole a sheet that they do for their judging.
Wow.
It's a certified sheet. Every single judge with KCBS is certified by KCBS for backyard and professional. So they've really stepped it up. You used to be a judge, you and I could step in and maybe judge the backyard. Now you can't do that. You've got to be professional.
Certified professional judges for all of it. Now, it's always fun to hang out with some of the backyard barbecuers because since they're not professionals, they're still taking it seriously, but they're there to have a lot of fun. And they're mostly local people, so you will, I end up knowing half the people that are there when I go walk through. So it's a lot more fun just to go and hang out with some of the backyard barbecuers too.
It is, and you know, they love for people to come and talk, and they might be playing cornhole one minute and at the grill the next. So yeah, it's a lot of fun to hang out with those guys, and a lot of times, really and truly, you can pick up some good cooking tips.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I've picked up a few. I mean, I'm not a master on the grill, but you know, I'd like to think that I've picked up a tip or two that might help the taste of my cooking skills a little bit better.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a moment to talk in a little more detail about some of the things you can expect outside of the world of barbecue cooking for the Smoke on the Falls Barbecue Festival. We'll be back.
Smoke on the Falls is back at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground in Gadsden. Certified by the Kansas City Barbecue Society, Smoke on the Falls features professional and backyard barbecuers competing for more than $14,000 in cash and prizes. The fun kicks off on Friday, April 13th with the Dean Sausage Cook-Off and the public meet and greet with the Pitmasters. Then on Saturday the 14th, gates open at 10 a.m. with local food and craft vendors, the Popeyes Chicken Biscuit Eating Contest, the Jack's Kid Zone, musical entertainment, and more. The 9th annual Smoke on the Falls Barbecue Competition at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground in Gadsden.
Welcome back in to East Alabama today. Again, I'm Carl Brady, Janet Terrence with me. We're talking about the Smoke on the Falls Noccalula Barbecue Festival at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground coming up April 13th and 14th. So let's get into the meat, so to speak, of the festival and each day. Friday, the 13th. You have a couple of events that evening. You have the meet and greet with the pitmasters, and people can come in, and the cooks are kind of doing their pre-prep work, getting their meat ready because it's going to smoke most of the night. But there's still that's a really relaxed time. People come in, they talk to everybody, and you even have a couple of fun things going on that night.
Well, we do. You know, like you said, they can meet and greet. Some of the competitors will be out, like I said, playing cornhole and that type thing. We have our sausage cook-off that day with Dean sausage, and you know that's. Is
that the same competitors? They just cook some sausage, or somebody else
Well,
involved,
and it's really interesting actually. They'll take sausage and make some kind of what I call masterpiece out of it, you know. And so a lot of them, that's a lot of fun because you never know what they're going to have. One guy made some kind of. He grilled the sausage and stuffed it with some kind of blueberries one year and cream cheese, and then somebody did a cream cheese and jalapenos with sausage on the grill. So they come up with these masterpieces, I call it, and so and you know that's just for a couple of hours on Friday. And a lot of people like to go and see the big grills and the rigs that they come in. Some of those are extremely fancy.
Some of these pros are bringing a massive setup.
Oh yeah, they are. But then Saturday, that's when I hold we got a lot of stuff going on Saturday. It's only $5 to get in. Little ones 3 and under, we're going to let you in free just for being really cute. But lots of things going on. Of course, music on our Coca-Cola music stage. We're going to have Crembone playing on the music stage. They play a lot of your 60s and 70s top style music, and then Peanut and the Rush, which you've heard Peanut.
I know Peanut and Rush. They're incredible when they get together and
they
get
are
started.
amazing. She is a fireball. I mean, and you'll see her one minute and you know she's going to be real serious, and the next minute she is going to be in full rocker mode, barefoot, just rocking it out on the stage, which I absolutely love. She is amazing.
Are they going to do the full band, or are they going to do acoustic set?
It's a full band.
Oh, great. So I like them either way.
Oh yeah,
I like
do
it when
too.
they just do the guitars and the acoustic set, or the full band. It's
yes,
nice.
Definitely the full band. So, and of course, you know, music's starting at 10:30 all the way to 3:30 until we run into the awards ceremony. We've got the kids area, which is going to be a lot of fun. The Jack's Kid Zone. They're going to have, of course, inflatables. We're going to have the factory with their fun zone that they're going to set up.
Oh,
We've
okay.
got the imagination place that's going to be there. And then we've got the Harlem Legends. They're going to come, they're going to do basketball magic with the kids, show them how to do some tricks, take some pictures.
That'll be fun.
They'll have their basketball goals out there, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. Several of our barbecue competitors, if they have a big pink bow at their cooking site,
Right.
they're going to be giving out samples.
They're giving out samples. Let's address that a little bit, because people a lot of times will assume that they're coming to the barbecue festival to eat barbecue all day long.
Right.
You will get some. There will be food vendors there for
Yes.
you to purchase food. All kinds of all of our local food vendors with all the goodies and food and things like that going on. But not all of the competitors will be offering samples, but a lot of the pro guys, because they cook a whole bunch of meat and then choose the best one to turn in for the competition. So they've got all this meat left over. So if they have a pink bow on their booth, then they're offering samples.
Yes.
And then that is good. When you go and find the ones with the samples and try everybody's barbecue, that's good.
Yes, and then, of course, when we're talking about sampling, Traeger Grills. They're a big grill company.
Yeah.
They actually sell at King's Olive Oil. They're some of their supplies and their grills. They will be there, and they will be cooking, and they will be
Really?
giving out samples.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
we're really excited to have them on as a partnership, and they're actually, with each entry that comes in, you get to enter your name, and they're going to draw out somebody's name to actually give them a grill.
That's nice.
So that's very exciting.
So your $5 entry gets you in, gets you all the fun stuff, and the opportunity to win the Traeger grill.
Yes,
Yeah,
and you
can't
get
beat that.
samples.
Yeah.
From them, and then of course, if you see the pink bow for some of the competitors. So, you can't beat it for $5, and of course the music, the kids zone. So lots of good things going on.
The chicken biscuit eating contest from
Yes.
Popeyes.
That's
Popeyes chicken biscuits, you can't beat those, and then we'll see how many of them you can eat in the contest.
Listen, last year, I'm telling you, it was the most fun I'd ever had watching. I'd never seen like an eating contest before.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's something serious. I've never seen some people eat so fast in my life. It was amazing. And so there's two divisions, according to what age group you're in. We do the 12 to 17, the 18 and up. I'm telling you, it was amazing. And there are some amazing prizes to win. So yeah, you can enter the chicken wing and biscuit eating contest, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see this again.
And we appreciate Mike and the gang at Popeyes for being a part of this every year. It's always a great special addition to the festival.
Yes, I mean it's something I've looked forward to ever since it was over with last year. I was like, oh, I can't wait, because it's a lot of fun, and Mike and them are great to come out. And Mike, I don't know if you know, he's actually in the Creme Bomb band.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. So we're really excited about getting them on stage and seeing what they've got.
Well, that's going to be a lot of fun then. And of course, at the end of the day,
Yes.
around 3:30 in the afternoon, which is the end of the day for the competition, you bring everybody together and you announce the prizes.
Yeah, lots of money.
Yeah.
And lots of prizes, and so.
And what kind of prizes? Like best chicken, best brisket.
Yeah.
Each category
So-
has a first and second kind of thing.
So we actually pay out a lot of prizes. So we've got a grand and reserve grand for both backyard and professional. And then in your backyard division, we will pay out first through fifth for chicken and ribs. In your professional division, the chickens, the rib, the pork, and the brisket, we will pay out first through 10th.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, there's a lot of ways to win, different placements and things. And then of course we do the best team name, which I'm telling you, some of the team names that have come in, some of the new teams,
They always have some interesting names.
oh,
Yeah.
there is some interesting ones. And then of course the best setup, how their setup is, their cooking site and stuff, and then the one that has traveled the furthest away. So there's lots of fun prizes, and of course money is always fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah.
And there's so much more than just the barbecue festival going on. If you're going to come spend the day, you're going to want to take the time to go across the bridge over to the park, to the kids' playground, and
mini
go
golf.
inside and play the mini golf, of course, and go inside the park, ride the train, and do all the fun stuff. Check out the Black Creek trails that are right behind the campground there.
Definitely.
So,
it's just a fun-filled day.
It is. Yeah.
It's something for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, is there anything we haven't covered before we go to this commercial break? I think we've pretty much got it all, don't we?
We have. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that if it wasn't for our sponsors, it would be very difficult for us to put on the event. I know we've mentioned a few of them. Of course, Gadsden, Greater Gadsden Tourism, huge sponsors.
Yeah.
Johnson's Giant Food. I mean, they are big sponsors. We appreciate them. Academy Sport, Gadsden Regional, one of our major sponsors. All of these sponsors, we couldn't do it without them. Weaver Septic and J.A. Dawson and Dallas Plumbing. They're good people, and we appreciate them so much.
Yeah, so many people in the community get involved to pull this off and to make it happen. Now, we're going to take another quick commercial break and be back in just a moment, so be sure to stay with us.
Smoke in the Falls is back at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground in Gadsden. Certified by the Kansas City Barbecue Society, Smoke in the Falls features professional and backyard barbecuers competing for more than $14,000 in cash and prizes. The fun kicks off on Friday, April 13th with the Dean Sausage Cook-Off and the public meet and greet with the Pitmasters. Then on Saturday the 14th, gates open at 10 a.m. with local food and craft vendors, the Popeyes Chicken Biscuit Eating Contest, the Jack's Kid Zone, musical entertainment, and more. The 9th annual Smoke in the Falls Barbecue Competition at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground in Gadsden.
Well, welcome back to East Alabama Today. It's our final segment talking about Smoke on the Falls, the Noccalula Barbecue Festival at Noccalula Falls Park and Campground in Gadsden. It is the 9th annual Smoke on the Falls Barbecue Festival. And Janet, one thing we need to talk about is parking. If you're parking on the campground side there, that's I remember the days when that was the big parking lot when I was a kid, but now that's one of the smaller parking areas. So if you get a park there, that's great, but if you have to go to one of the other parking areas, you can do that as well, and the shuttles will be bringing people over.
Right, we will have our vans and some of our golf carts out shuttling people, so don't panic. Look for the flashing signs, they'll kind of direct you, and also we will have employees out directing you, saying this is where you can go and park, this is where the pickup is. So we'll have designated areas, so don't panic.
Yeah.
We'll get you there.
Plenty of room for parking.
Yes,
plenty of
definitely,
room for everybody
definitely. So yeah, no worries on the parking.
Okay. Again, this is April 13th and 14th. That's a Friday and Saturday. Now, on the Friday night, what time do people need to be there?
Well, it's just a come and go. It's from about 5 to 8.
Okay.
The gates will be open, and they can come and visit and mosey around, check everything out.
Yeah, get a preview of what's coming up on Saturday. And what are the times on Saturday?
Saturday, we'll open the gates at 10, and then, of course, the awards ceremony starts at 3:30. So from 10 to 3:30, you'll be there, and awards 3:30. And something I didn't mention, I'll mention really quick. This is really exciting. Bama QTV. They're actually a TV show, and they go around to some surrounding states, and they film the barbecue festival. This will be their second year with us, and so you never know where they're going to be, and you might catch yourself on TV. They'll be filming this on the Discovery Channel this year.
Nice.
So we're excited about them coming out, and looking forward to that.
So that's going to be big. So be on your best behavior, because there'll always be TV cameras around. You never
Make sure
know.
you don't have the barbecue sauce all over your mouth.
No barbecue sauce all over your face or dripping down your shirt. But of course, that's the best way to eat barbecue, is like that. So it'd be hard not to get it all over you.
Yes.
$5 is the admission on Saturday, except for that's 4 and up. 3 and under get in for free.
Absolutely free.
And with your $5 entry, you get an opportunity to win one of those great Traeger grills.
Yes, definitely.
All right, well, that sounds good, Janet. Thank you very much
Thank you.
for being with us again here on East Alabama Today. And folks, we thank you as well, and we'll see you next time.